These are my preparedness supplies I keep around the house for my birds. This list of items has been exceedingly useful for me, and hopefully this will give you some ideas for your own preparedness kit. First of those items is a bird first aid kit approved by your avian veterinarian. And just having the kit is not enough. Make sure you have your avian vet explain to you on how best to use the kit's contents. That way, if disaster does strike, you will not only have the kit, but the knowledge to use the tools. Next is a few items that will help complement the first aid kit. This includes cloth towels in all sizes that your flock needs, as well as a flashlight, which is great for looking under feathers or just getting a better look at something. Another item that I keep with the kit is a roll of paper towels, and not just for drying my hands. My use for these is if it is a necessity to keep an eye on the bird's droppings. The plain white background makes it easy to see if anything is abnormal or unusual. Speaking of messes, having ways to clean things is important. Poop-off wipes work great for smaller messes, but for larger ones, I prefer to use Dawn dish soap. I just make sure to wash the item thoroughly with water after cleaning it, and not to use on items that can absorb the soap. Moving away from items that I keep with my bird's first aid kit, your travel carriers are another necessity. I keep them on a ceiling shelf above my dryer, that way they are in a climate-controlled space and easy to get to. On a side note, you'll want to have enough carriers to transport all your birds at once, as well as having them cleaned and prepped with towels or paper inside. That way they're ready to go at a moment's notice. Next to your carriers is also a great place to store your backup water. This is really handy if your area goes under a water advisory. But by placing some backup food next to your water and carriers means you got all the basic necessities in place, should there be a hurricane or other event that gives you a reason to leave. While we're on this, I should also mention that keeping your vehicle above half a tank of gas at all times is a great habit to get into. You really don't want to need to fill up on that emergency vet visit, or worse, run out halfway there. While having gas in your vehicle is great, this won't do you any good if you don't have a destination. You'll want at least 3 avian veterinarians lined up, and in addition to that, a solid list of hotels that you and your birds can stay at. Now preferably, you want to be able to stay at home. This is where having an alternate power source or climate control comes into play. I have to keep a space heater in the bird room all year round because sometimes Polly tells me he's cold despite it being the middle of summer. So Polly never notices the difference when the power is out and I use the generator to power the space heater. But you'll need to assess your own situation to determine what alternate power source or climate control you need. The only thing I can recommend is staying on top of the upkeep and making sure it runs every so often, and having extra fuel if it is not a renewable energy source. This wraps up what preparedness supplies I use. If there's another item that you think would make a great addition to this list, be sure to leave a comment below. But besides that, thanks for watching.